Hi, my name is Valerie Maria from MX Media. Welcome to our first episode of Movers and Shakers. Today we are talking art. Bwana Pascal,
Yes,
karibu sana.
thank you.
Can you please tell us something about yourself?
Well, I'm a creative artist, a contemporary artist as I do paintings.
Okay.
So I've done it for some time. So
Okay.
that's where actually my passion is.
Okay. My first question,
Mm.
what inspired you to become an artist? And when did you start painting?
Well, I started painting as a full-time painter in 2010.
Okay.
Years after quitting employment, then
Mhm.
I had to venture into my profession, that is art.
Okay.
So actually, it's not like what happens is art was a calling. It's not like it was a calling that I have to be an artist. So I have some issues that I need to highlight to the world.
Okay.
So I need to create them, then I show the world.
Wow.
Yes.
That is good.
Thank you.
What theme or idea or style do you explore in your artwork and why?
Well, I first when I was actually nurturing my skills or honing my skills, I wanted to be me, So I had to look for a style that can I can identify myself with, or people can identify me with. So I came up with a version of painting style that I call it Chumaism style.
Okay.
Yes.
That is lovely.
Thank you.
And what are some of the challenges you face as an artist in Kenya? And how do you overcome them?
Well, there are challenges, obviously, and in Kenya, the most challenges we have is that Kenyans don't appreciate arts. Like there is art illiteracy in Kenya. So you find that most people don't actually spend their time looking for good art for their homes or offices. And because they don't know what we do the way we do,
Yes.
so they don't know who we are. So that's the challenge. And Kenya is a country that people like. It's a consumer society. They like importing stuff.
Yes.
And I don't know whether it is a system of education that does not actually give them light, or I don't know what's wrong with them. You see, people keep traveling to foreign countries, and they come back while being the same people. They don't actually rise to the modern world, and they don't know that art is an investment. Art does heal. Even in hospitals, to see hospital wards, you see people hanging TVs. People don't need TVs; they make a noise to their patients.
Yes.
They need good art on the wall, so that it formats the patient and forgets about the illness. Then they get discharged. They recover fully. So art does heal, but they don't know that.
Okay.
Yes.
That is pretty sad.
Yeah,
Yes. And now, can you describe your artistic process from concept to finished painting? How can you describe it?
First, it is a creative process.
Yes.
Like you get an idea comes maybe when I'm asleep.
Asleep?
Yes.
Right.
Dream
That is
comes up,
interesting.
exactly.
Yes.
So I get the idea. What I do, I just because I don't trust my mind. Sometimes it gets rusty, so I wake up, I just write the idea down, and then
Really?
go back to sleep. Yeah. So, and I write the date and time I've dreamed about that. So all my work, what I've written ideas to paint, I've written time, date, day, and time. So when I come in the morning, then I look at the idea, and then when I go to paint, to transfer the idea on canvas,
Okay.
as I paint the story I'm working on,
Mhm.
then it keeps changing. Yeah, some ideas pop up while I'm painting. So you find in my painting, what makes me to be Chuma, Pascal Chuma 101 is that I tell stories at once.
At once.
Yes, at once, so many stories at once. Yeah. So that's what makes my art to be, I think, different from what maybe people could expect outside there.
So you can just sleep and then have some ideas get into your head.
Yes.
And then when you wake up in the morning, that's when you do the
look at
painting.
the idea I had,
Okay.
and sometimes I sketch my paintings when I'm sleeping. Yes,
Really?
yes, is the result for tomorrow. Some ideas come and I don't see that it is actually rhyming with the story. So I leave it and another idea comes. So I sketch in my head. So already before I wake up, I have what to paint. And then when I want to paint, already my mind has recorded what I want to paint. So I find that when I'm painting, the idea is still there. So my work is to project it on the canvas. Yes. So that's what happens. Though some ideas come while I'm creating, which I didn't have there before. But I have to judge whether this idea, like juxtapose, you see, like, is it idea more strong, or does it rhyme with the painting? And then I see if it doesn't have weight, then I remove it and I replace with another one. Or just I leave that.
That is so interesting, because some of us, we just, when we sleep, we don't even dream about anything. Or when you dream, you don't even remember what you dreamt.
Sure, we
That is
created
interesting.
differently. Yes, thank you.
Okay. And then how do you choose your subjects?
Through Chumaism style as a divination. Like now, my emotions. Sometimes I see, then sometimes I get some serious, itchy ideas that I needed to highlight.
Okay.
Like some ideas about the evil that happens in our society. So I also think of speaking for those who can't, for the voiceless.
For the voiceless.
Yes. Those people can't be able to express themselves. So I stand for them. I create a piece. So like the real life, the environment I live in, some things go wrong. The evil that happens in our society, including the political offerings, which is not right, which is not right. So I think about that and then I create a story about certain kind of people. Then mostly my themes also come from education. There is no free education in Kenya, and it happens that the government, which collects the taxes from people, they don't make use of or they don't invest in education. And the education in Kenya is not quality at all. There's no quality. Yes.
True,
Yes. So I find that if we get an idea like that, we need to create on the canvas so that the world can know actually what's happening in my country. The way like we have CNN in Africa reporting what happens in Africa. So
you can, the pictures can communicate to the people.
Yes, sure.
That is very good. So now, who are some of your artistic influences, and how do they impact your work? Yeah, you can just mention a few.
But I happen to be different in that apart from the old masters, I try to, like, I haven't actually gotten someone who who influences me except my soul. I don't actually. I don't. Let me tell you, art is like a fingerprint, right?
Even internationally.
Yes,
we don't
yes.
have
Even
anyone.
international, they are there. They were there, like people like Picasso. They were also masters. That's why I'm talking about them. But I need art that actually impacts people.
Yes.
Art that is provocative and impactful, like art that can change your life, not idle art.
Ah, yeah.
So I don't see that. I don't say that there is no good art in the world. There is, but it
Yes.
depends to every artist what they want to create.
Okay.
At the moment, I can't tell you, and I can't say like someone influences me, because if you look at art in the world, you'll be shocked what people paint and it sells. Right? Yes, people have made names, like what you call, people have a name. If you have made a name, what you call value attraction quotient,
Yes.
like you've made a name. So even if you put a dot on a canvas, somebody will, because somebody will buy that painting. So I can't say that if you put a dot on the painting, you influence me. No, we have different, we are different artists. Yeah, just say that.
Okay. That is very good.
Yes.
How do you stay motivated and creative when facing artists or challenges?
Actually, what motivates me is the ideas I have and I dream about.
Yes.
All the time, overwhelming ideas that I want to create some pieces. But we live in an environment whereby I remember sometimes in 2016 my paintings were stolen. Yes,
I'm
yes,
sorry for
at
that.
Canva, yes. So they stole my painting, they ripped off from the canvas. They got I haven't gotten my 4 paintings. So we live in an environment we live is not
It's
actually
very
conducive
clear,
for
yes.
even an artist to create a piece and show the world. Some people have different interests, but basically I'm motivated by the overwhelming ideas I have that I need to create and to show the world that this is me, this is who I am, and this is what I create, and people enjoy it, my paintings. Exactly, that also enjoy my paintings and those who would like to invest on my work. Yes,
That is so inspiring.
sure, thank you.
So, what role do you think art plays in Kenyan society, and how does that contribute to this?
Well, art plays an important role, even to the economic development of our country. But you find that you find, but you find that as I have told you, the
Yes.
environment we live
Just not conducive.
is not conducive for the
Yes,
artists.
yes.
That's why even the people who collect arts are from the foreign countries.
Yes.
There is a day I had an exhibition at the village market. Like now, then a white man asked, I'm wondering why Kenya's not buying art. Yeah. So you wonder why Kenyans don't collect art. But can they collect what they don't know?
No.
Are they ready to support Kenyans who are creating a piece of work? Sometimes you meet some people who see that they buy art, they enrich you.
Yes.
So they envy what you do. There is that primitivity in this country. You can be a rich person, but you don't know what art is, right? But there are those individuals who know what art is and who want to invest in art, because art is an investment, a very lucrative business. So you find that some people come to Kenya, they collect art, because Kenyans don't collect art. They go and they go to sell during their art fairs in their country. So to make millions of dollars from artists here. So you see artists maybe wallowing in the poverty, and some people are making a kill from the art Kenyans create. And Kenyans themselves don't want to take that advantage of collecting Kenya, empowering their fellow Kenyans. Yeah. So it happens like that.
Is there a problem you get when let's say, people are not embracing the artwork here in Kenya? They are embracing more of international. Do you have those kind of challenges?
Let me tell you the truth. Kenyans, they don't know what art is. In short, they import prints, a print that is made in China. They stock it, you know. We know some stores here around, we just stock these prints from China.
Yeah.
Right? So, let me give you an example. A calabash. If you go to a supermarket, there's a calabash that is imported from China. China borrowed the idea from the natural calabash we have here. They went and made their own kind of calabash, and they're selling it to Kenyans, and Kenyans are buying them.
Oh,
So,
really?
I'm telling you, this is a primitive country. Yeah? So how can you buy? You don't buy the calabash people make here to promote the local industry,
Yes.
right? But you believe in importation. Right. Look at the time they banned this in important papers. Do you know that we have Kikuyus who make kiondos? Do you know Luos make kiondos? Kampas make kiondos. The Maasai do kiondos. And the government not empower the people to make those kiondos people to use in shopping. Then they allocated the tender to their cartel. So they made a killing from there. So those, of course, they are using.
Yes.
Kenyans could make them, and Kenyans could have money. Yeah? Not waiting to promise people during election time that I will do for you this. Empower people. Let people. We have hands.
Yes.
This is the only country people don't have hands. Yeah? When people don't have hands, you keep importing everything. Right?
Yes.
So there is that problem this country has. That's why we have such a kind of challenges. Yes.
It's very sad to hear those kind of comments, because I think we should be very far if we embrace
yes,
the art.
Kenya could have been far, because we have Kenyans are very hardworking, they're focused, they have the passion to work. See how Kenyans are working hard to feed politicians, and the politicians oppress them, so that you can keep voting for them, and they keep promising you what they cannot offer. Right? So you see, like, the government will leave, like, the churches and the politicians have made a merger to exploit Kenyans. Right? If you watch TV, put your TV on, you can see cartels preaching and lying to Kenyans that they can do miracles, and so that they can change lives. It's the work of our hands that can change lives, not the promises from the Bible. The Bible has a specific intention. God had a specific intention, people to know it. But through feeding ourselves, it's through work. Right? So that's why you find people being brainwashed with the gospel instead of empowering people to work.
Okay. Now that all this is going on, what advice would you give to the inspiring artists in Kenya?
If for any artist in Kenya, actually what I
People
can
now
tell
you
them,
see when you tell them that they start getting scared.
No, not getting scared.
Uh-huh.
I'm giving them the answer so that they can not get scared. I'm here for them. I know what you do. Yes, I know what they will do. If they need first to believe the talents that were given to them, they make use of it. And this talent, you need to dedicate your time to it. You need to, like, if they make a determined effort to put art first in their lives, so their art will make them, will create a room for them. So they need to push all the way through until they get that what do you call until they get to the right point of getting known and people know to know their work, what they do. So first, it is their name that will set their art, not the art that will set the name. So, but they have to dedicate themselves, and they need to get to know those people who have been in this field, who can guide them, not on their own. Then, so for those who have the skills, they need to hone their skills.
On their skills.
Yes. I see most of the artists, they want to sell, they price they have challenges in pricing, like they do a piece and then they want to sell it emotionally by pricing it high, and nobody knows them, and it is their first piece they have created, and the mistake they make, they focus on money but not on the art.
Not on the art.
If they concentrate on the art, money will say how much it is. Money will be a determinant factor. Will tell this piece actually it was for 350K. Right? But if you pay because of money, you'll be frustrated at the end of the day. Because that piece you created, you find nobody is maybe interested by.
Yes.
And then that's why you find artists giving up.
Yes.
Okay. Then the other story is that artists don't, as much as we live in this market, they don't have to focus on this market. They need to focus on outside the market, since we have the internet in our hands.
Outside the market.
Yes, outside the country.
Okay.
They focus, they use their social media wisely to market their stuff.
Okay.
That's when they make a living out of that.
Okay.
I'm so grateful the man came up with the internet. The internet is the one which has rescued us.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So we don't have to say, hey Kenyans, why don't you buy us? We don't care. If they buy, if they do not buy, we don't care.
Yes.
So what is important is that we have the market with us. And the market, yes, yeah. The market is in the internet.
Okay.
It's in the internet, so it is accessible. People will be able to access our work once we put our
So
work.
if you're frustrated, you just go to the internet and market your paintings and all.
Yes, obviously. Obviously. And the foreigners who visit this country collect art. Yes, collect art. And the foreigners, you get more, like now you see the dollars appreciated. It is a very good advantage to a Kenyan artist. You get more money when you export. You get more money than what you import because of the communication is weak. Yes, so it's good for them to price their artwork in dollars.
What are your future goals and plans for your artistic career?
I have a brilliant future since my art has actually given me room to showcase the world. So what I came to realize is that people love my work from foreign countries. Foreigners love my stuff, and it is a cool thing.
What are your future goals and plans as an artistic?
Thank you.
Yes.
My goals is actually to expand the Bobby Art Center. I need to hone skills from many artists in Kenya, and I want to, in doing so, it is creating employment because they run a very lucrative living from selling their artworks. Yes, that's, I want to create employment. So the other thing, I have plans of healthcare in Kenya. There's an issue with healthcare.
Okay.
Yeah, so I know a day will come when I rebuild an hospital so that children and women can get free healthcare.
That is interesting.
Yes. So, yeah, so
So you have bigger plans for
Yeah,
this?
I have bright plans. Yes, I see people the way we struggle with healthcare.
Okay.
People die because
Yes.
lack of healthcare in Kenya. No seriousness. So
Mhm.
healthcare, if you're not in good health, you can't work. You can't
Yes.
be productive.
Yes.
So people need to live a healthier life,
Yes.
a healthier life. So all people. So I think that's a situation I find it people have been have challenges. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, at Bobea's Art Center,
Yes.
do you train people? Like, can you even train me? Because it's so
Yes.
interesting.
We offer to see art skills,
Yes.
impeccable art skills to students who come to learn
Mhm.
more about art. Give them a foundation.
Okay.
There's a in everything you do. There's an approach.
Yes.
Which you do when you can't approach art like in a average manner. There's a way. There's a way you approach it. So you give those fundamentals. This is where you should start from. This is how you should actually express yourself, and then we leave the rest to you to enjoy, paint what you want.
Yes.
All right. Ours is to guide. Ours to give you skills on how to use of color. Right. We teach color theory or color expressions. So and then how to sketch something and how to see the world. But the most important thing to be an artist, number one, when you come to Bubea Center, you are taught how to see.
To see.
Yes. Looking is of no use in art.
Like seeing. Like.
You see as an artist. Yes. Me like this. What like if you see this stuff here, these objects here, this is still life. This is still a drawing here. So the arrangement actually. People say that okay, they say cups and normal big glasses, but this is an art. This is still life. You can sketch this, you can paint this, and it's an art what can hang on the wall. So you have to see things like an artist. You see things like an artist. Yes. So looking is of no use in art. So we see things like in shapes. Right. If you use shapes, you'll be able to draw anything. Anything. Yeah.
Like this one.
Yes, that one you have to see the story with your mind, with your imagination. You see with imagination, yes. You see with imagination what you want to create.
Okay.
Yes. And then you execute the story you want to tell to the world. Yes.
Wow. There, guys, you heard it from the horse's mouth, Bona Pascal. So now, Bona Pascal, where can we find you? Or which platform do you normally use?
Well, I use social media. I'm on social media.
Yes.
You can Google me, you can find me.
You have to say it loud because now here
Oh.
you're marketing yourself.
Yes, yes, on social media, Chumaism style. Pascal Chuma. Yes, on Facebook, Twitter, all those. Instagram.
Chuma, like yes. Metal.
Yeah, sure. Yes.
And where are you located?
Okay, in
Donholm.
Yes. That's where I'm located, and Upper Hill. There's a space there. So it's under renovation. So we normally soon, but for the first time they have to find me on social media.
Oh, yes. They have to find you on social media.
Then we will tell them where we are now.
Oh, where you are.
Yes, yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, there you had it. It was a very interesting talk and motivational. So in case you need to ask any question, do you have a number that they can reach you?
Yes, my number is 0721637796.
Okay.
Yes.
It's a pleasure having you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And karibu tena.
Asante, nice meeting you.
Okay.
Thank you.